Hello students, today's topic is multiplicative law of probability. Earlier we did addition rule of probability. Okay, now today's topic is multiplicative law of probability. It is also called theorem of compound probability. Okay, so the probability statement is the probability of simultaneously occurrence of two events is the product of the unconditional probability of A of one and the conditional probability of the other when the first one has already happened. Okay, unconditional probability means general probability, what we find probability of A, okay, directly. So symbolically this multiplicative law can be written in this way. If A and B are two events, then probability of A intersection B, that means simultaneously happening of the two events, A intersection B is equal to product of these two event probability, that is unconditional probability of first and conditional probability of second. Or we can write in this way also, the unconditional probability of second into conditional probability of the first one. Okay, so this is called the multiplicative law of probability. Okay, now look at the proof. Let us suppose that a sample space S contained n sample points, of which n sample point corresponding to the event A and nb sample points corresponding to the event B. Let n of AB means A intersection B sample points corresponding to the event A intersection B. Now by definition of probability we know P of A is equal to Na by Ns, P of B is equal to Nb by Ns, and P of A intersection B will be N of A intersection B by Ns. Okay. Now the conditional probability of A given B refers to the sample space of Nb sample points, out of which N of A intersection B sample points pertain to the occurrence of the event A when B has already occurred. So the conditional probability, as I have already explained the conditional probability, so by definition of conditional probability, probability of A given B can be written in this way, and similarly probability of B given A written in this way. That means we already done this conditional probability. So here the conditional probability of A, this is the conditional probability of B, and by definition of conditional probability it will be the number of events favorable to A intersection B by number of cases favorable to B, because B is given, so we here Ns is decreased to Nb. Similarly, if B given A, then in that case this will become Na. Okay, upper part will be same, this N of A intersection B divided by N of A. Okay, so these are from the conditional probability, these are from the general probability we have written, and these two are from the conditional probability we have written directly. Now we are asked to find the probability of A intersection B. No? So by definition we can write the N A intersection B by Ns. Now if you split it, okay, Na by, we have multiplied Na by Na, so Na extra we have multiplied here. So this will be, this probability will be Pa probability, and this will be P of B given A. So hence the proof that probability of A intersection B will be Pa dot P of B, that means the one is unconditional probability, other one is conditional probability. Similarly you can do for this, similarly if you multiply it by Nb by Nb, then it will be in this form, okay, and probability of B dot probability of A given B. So these things are simple, just you have to little bit modification here. So now this is the compound probability theorem. General events are there, let A and B are any two events, but if A and B are two independent events, in that case, that means independent means though B is happened earlier, but it is not affecting A, so the probability of A given B will become probability of A. Similarly probability of B given A will become, because A and B are independent, though this is happened first, okay, this event is already happened, but it is not affecting the probability of B. So the probability of B given A will be PB. So in that case, this compound probability theorem will be decreased to probability of A intersection B will be probability of B into probability of A. Okay, that means they both are unconditional probability in that case. So this is for this theorem is for general A, if A and B are general events, but if you can modify it if probability of A